Hello everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at the Boss OC5 Octave pedal. This pedal has, let's have a look here. So you got vintage mode, you've got poly mode, you've got direct out and regular output. Right now I have it set up so the direct out is going to the Woodrow and the output, which is the octave output, is going direct to my sound card, and then from the sound card, it's not really a sound card, I just can't think of the right word right now. Basically my audio in device is going to my Macintosh into Ableton. In this instance I'm going to be feeding the bass into Amplitude. And Amplitude is a plugin, and I'm going to be using a simulated bass plugin. Basically, pun intended, basically a virtual amp for the bass signal. It is a Fender bass amp. Just says Fender bass. Yeah, so Fender bass. And again, that's the Amplitude 5 plugin. So you can hear the guitar, and in all honesty, the bass on its own does not sound very good. I'll remove the guitar from the mix here. See, you can hear it sounds kind of swampy and messy, so it's not really that great, to be honest. At least not on its own. If you're just trying to fill in some frequency space, if you want those bass frequencies in your sound, whether it be live or recording, this might be the pedal for you. So here's a dry sound. So you can hear how that swampy sounding, muddy sounding, not so likable sounding bass, when put in with the guitar signal, actually sounds pretty good because it adds those low frequencies. Now maybe it's not good enough for recording bass, I don't know. Personally, I think this is more of a performance pedal, although I suppose it could be used as like a secondary bass track in a recording. It's up to you, really. You do whatever you want with it. So I'm just going to play some examples here and let you hear the differences. Yeah, so I should probably mention that right now I have it set so that the octave or OC5 will track the lowest frequency I'm playing and make that the bass tone. So it's going to allow any frequency above the lowest frequency to continue on unaffected, and it's just going to affect the lowest frequency I play. So let me play some examples again. Here's some blocky chords. So there it's grabbing the E. There it's grabbing the A. There it's grabbing the high G. Back to the A. Here's a low G. So you can hear the bass and the guitar. So part of why it works is because the guitar sound, the unaffected guitar sound, is filling in those tones you might normally hear from the bass guitar, because the bass guitar isn't so different from the guitar. It's a stringed instrument. It's just the strings are thicker, the neck is longer, and see, hear that? Hear that? I'll just play some bass sounds, single note stuff. Maybe bring a little bit less guitar in. Lower the guitar. So we'll lower the guitar. It's not quite as good as a real bass. There you can hear some of that muddiness. Tracking's fairly quick though. Every once in a while you hear a mistake in the pedal. All right, for a moment I'm going to switch it so that it affects all the notes. Yeah, and so it's worth mentioning the pedal's not in vintage mode, it's in poly mode. Some ideas to how it sounds. All right, so I'm going to go back to the earlier setting where it just affects the bass note. Bring the guitar up again. Maybe I could just record a little piece here and put it into the ditto, and we'll play with the pedal. Might be displeasing, it might be pleasing. We'll see how it sounds. Kind of think, what am I going to play here? I'll just play some chords. The most satisfying chord run, but is what it is. So going into amplitude on the Mac isn't the best setting for the octave up sound. We'll try a different arrangement with the octave up later on. I'm using tetrads, 4-note chords, so it's just a little bit too much for the pedal to decipher when in poly mode, or in any mode for that matter. It's just too messy, too many notes. But if limited to just tracking the bass note again, that extra girth, that low tone. All right, so there's enough of that. Come on, Mr. Ditto. What about if I go a little bit more distorted? Well, not really distorted, but just broken up. Guitar pick. Yeah, it's worth mentioning that throughout the first 12 minutes there, I did not have a guitar pick in my hand. I was using my fingers, and I believe that probably helps isolate the bass note because I'm isolating it with my fingers in addition to the octave pedal isolating the bass note. But let's see what happens with distortion and a guitar pick. I think it's better clean, but maybe you can work something out with your playing where it works with the distortion. I'm going to get rid of the guitar pick. I don't really play with the guitar pick anymore. What it sounds like without it. all the notes when I just play single notes, but if I hold one of those notes, the low note, it's another thing that I find it's pretty good for. Keeping a sort of drone note going, playing like a semi rhythmic lead, rhythm/lead, but keeping that drone note going, the drone note stays in the bass register, and then you can play some nice little tiny licks around it. Alright, so there's a look at the bass features of the Octave OC5, the Boss Octave OC5, or the Boss OC5 Octave, however you'd like to say it. I hope the video has been helpful. Please like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, and there'll be more videos to come. Thanks for watching.